So often in gatherings like this, there's this feeling that you're supposed to hurry up and get over here into the good feeling emotions. But let's be honest. You've been so sick of forced positivity for so long, the idea of becoming one of those happy all the time people feels unbearable. Nothing is more frustrating than watching someone live the life you want while you're not. And worse, they brag about it. Let me tell you how amazing my life is. Yeah, let's not go there. But here's what I want you to know. We're not asking you to be like them. We're not asking you to fake anything. We're asking you one thing, to become aware. Is the thought you're thinking right now upstream or downstream? Because that thought you're thinking in this moment, that's your point of attraction. That's the signal you're sending out. That's what life is responding to. And here's the key most people miss. There's a buffer of time between the vibration you send and the manifestation that follows. More than 99% of any manifestation happens vibrationally before it ever shows up physically. You might be aligned for days, weeks, even months before the evidence appears. But it will appear. The shift always comes downstream. Now picture this. Jake and Tina are on a raft with their guide, and they say, "We want instant manifestation. Let's skip the ride, load the boat onto a truck, and get to the bottom fast." And the guide laughs and says, "I thought you came for the river." Exactly. You came for the ride. You came for contrast. You came to experience life, to feel the difference, to decide what you prefer, and flow toward it. You thought before you got here that you'd land into a perfect life. No discomfort, no resistance. But that would have robbed you of the power to choose and create. You said, "I'll come into the contrast. From it, I'll know what I want. I'll hold that vibration, and the universe will respond. And then I'll expand, and choose again, and expand again. That's the game. That's the dance. That's why you're here." But then, you showed up, and there were people who forgot their own inner guidance, and now they're asking you to be responsible for how they feel. They say, "I'll feel better if you act this way. I'll feel worse if you make that choice. I'm your boss. I'm your parent. I'm your teacher. So you better behave in a way that makes me feel good." And you tried. You stood on your head in 1,000 ways to keep them happy. But it didn't work, because here's the truth. You cannot make them happy. You were never supposed to. You didn't come here to live through their approval. You came to follow your own expansion, to listen to your own inner guidance, to feel the pull of your own source, and go. Nobody else was assigned to guide you. Nobody else even has the attention span to keep up with you. Have you noticed? How long did your lover give you their full attention? Not that long. Your mother? Also not that long. Nobody can do it, because nobody is meant to. They're not here to manage your vibration. They're here to manage their own. But the greatest trick, the thing that's caused the most pain, is this. They say you matter to them, but really how they feel is what matters most to them. And they keep trying to make you adjust, so they can feel better. And you resent it, because deep down you know, your life isn't supposed to be lived on someone else's terms. Here's the freedom: everyone is in this life for themselves. And that's not a selfish thing. That's the most empowering truth there is. Everyone is source. Everyone came to launch desires. Everyone has their own guidance system, and everyone is being called forward to something better. Now imagine a world where people listen to that call. Imagine if even some of us did. What a magnificent world that would be.